give. I like how God you're saying now. There's too many women.
Yeah, I can hear any of it. So yeah, let's
give our reviews, Matt. I want to hear yours first because I said so.
You said so, so I have to go.
Also, sorry about the little delay there, guys. My son was crying on the room.
Yeah,
he had a bad dream.
Yeah. Now you know what happens behind the scenes.
He did not want me to be there either. He wanted mom talking.
Okay, so
do you want your mom to hug you? Is that?
This is one of those things like watch my childhood heroes die type thing. I don't know. There was good parts of this movie, not great. They were good. They were all right. There was even some funny moments. There's a lot of lasso of truth moments that were kind of funny. With the one with Aquaman was pretty funny. There were some parts of the movie.
Joss Whedon added things, by the way.
But they also, some of them felt like disjointed because this tone of the movie otherwise was so serious that like when they popped up, you're like, oh, that was funny, I guess. And so a lot of them didn't land because the movie was so serious and dark before that it almost didn't make any sense that there was a funny part there. The sad thing is the thing that redeemed it from being like a hot bag of garbage for me is Ezra Miller's Flash and
the guy you were hating on the whole time.
I hated on.
Hater.
Still, I'm going to give it a low matinee, and that's really the best.
That's not a ratings.
Oh, what's our middle one?
Mediocre at best.
Mediocre at best. That's what I meant. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was an low mediocre at best, and it's mediocre. It's a mediocre movie, especially with the CGI, which is abysmal, which we didn't really even get into. We'll get into more in the spoilers, but the CGI is
incredibly bad.
It's like worse. It looks like Scorpion King, like the Scorpion King.
Ooh,
CGI.
No! Shots fired.
It was terrible. Like I didn't want to look at Steppenwolf at all. And
he looked awful.
Yeah, he didn't look real. He didn't look real. He didn't look real, which is the whole point of this.
Smash toy.
He like a garbage toy.
That's like Smash.
And then that lip thing was like, that lip was 4 thumbs down, 100% altogether. Like it was just like
the lip definitely lowered my rating.
Yeah. Oh man, like it was unsettling. Like I really, literally, I keep seeing it in my head going,
Hi, I'm Superman.
Like who got through this? As like, there's a team of people that have to do this, and they got through this and were like, looks good. I'm like, no.
They're like this, Matt. The question came out there. Looks good. Oh,
yeah,
Smash toys.
That's the disappointing part. But
you know our theme is here, guys. Smash toys. Remember that.
What do you got for me?
Oddly enough, I thought you were actually giving it a lower rating, so I was like, I thought my high mediocre at best would be much different than yours, and it wasn't. I liked this movie, but not enough to give it a like it.
Like I've seen worse movies, but it was a pretty bad movie.
It was pretty bad indeed.
All right, well, here's the spoiler part. I don't know what time it is because we have to splice these together.
Oh,
so
Jesus Christ!
I think it was like 16 something and like 3 something. So like we're probably right around 20 minutes, but he'll look it up. Don't worry. See,
this is supposed to be up tomorrow, like the easy one to put up.
Not that easy anymore.
You piece of shit.
But it happened. So let's get into some spoilers if we can.
Let's get into all the spoilers.
All the spoilers. Every single juicy spoiler. Every Lois Lane, sad sack Lois Lane. Every Clark Kent's mom has to move into an apartment.
They put a lot of little vignettes in this that didn't land and didn't need to be there.
Yeah, nobody cared about.
It really felt like they were trying to pad out what had to be a very thin runtime. It felt like either it was.
I couldn't tell you if the movie was 4 minutes or 5 hours long. I couldn't.
See, I saw it. I went to what time was it? It was a 11:15 showing, and I got out at 2:30. So, but it wasn't 3.5 hours long. There's no way that long.
It felt like it.
I felt like I learned nothing from the movie. Like there's no information given to me.
Like the DCU's plot did not feel like
they could have just this is how you film this movie. You have a guy walk in, you have Superman who's pretending to be dead, get up and just punch him into orbit. And then the movie's over. That's it.
It would have wasted a lot less of my time. And maybe I wouldn't have to notice his lips so much. Hey kids, this isn't a necessary scene that we had to film for some reason. to give Superman like.
It's called Joss Whedon's like, get him back, please.
See
Please
to
get him back.
remember, but like why? Like we didn't need that scene. It was a scene basically in the beginning. The first scene that is showing this like camera that these kids have shot of Superman. Like, oh look, kids, we're asking you questions, and like he's like,
They're humanistic Superman a bit. So that's what there is a reason for it. I thought. That's why I was more upset. It made me more upset because I was like, okay, I know why this is here, but I don't want this to be here. I just want it to.
Well, the
be.
problem
I want
is-
to never
the
see
problem
this
is
again.
that
I want
need
to
to
poke
be-
my own. I want to like
that need to be
gouge
in the
my eyes
first
out.
2 movies that Superman was in, not the 3rd movie.
No, exactly, and that's why you can tell Joss Whedon was like, hey, why have you not done this in a Superman movie yet?
Like Superman is the most human of these people.
He's more human than human.
That's the juxtaposition of his characters. He's an
Batman
alien
even
and
says
is
the
more
same
human.
thing. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, he's more human than I am.
Yeah, he's like, he got a job, he has a girlfriend. I'm like this guy who's just like lives in a tower and throws money at stuff. You know, like
I'm rich.
I'm rich.
Also, the Bat vehicle is
What the fuck was
No,
that?
I know.
Useless.
like a weird
It was a
spider
4-legged
thingy.
spider
Yeah.
thing that was just heavy and bulky and stupid.
And he couldn't even drive. Cyborg had to drive it. Like, what the fuck is going on
Also,
with this thing?
Cyborg makes like he's like, oh, 3 hours. There's no vehicle in the world that can get there. He's like, not until I drive it. And like, what? Okay, wait. So you're making this vehicle go faster than the specs in the vehicle? So you're like, you're probably gonna kill the people inside. It's not made for that kind of speed, jerk.
Well, if you ramp it up slowly, it'll be fine. I mean, it's
Not necessarily.
It's all about G-force. It's like why the Concorde can fly so fast.
Not necessarily, yeah. But then he has to stop it at the same speed force. Plus, the vehicle
have an arc. You put
it
an arc
might
on
not be made to take that kind of
Oh, yeah,
pressure.
no,
and
that's
stuff on it.
definitely a very
Like I was thinking about it, I'm like, no, that doesn't make any sense.
a very prescient issue. I would say is that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you might as well make yourself into a vehicle and fly their asses there. That's the only thing that makes more sense.
He could, like if you had a perfect cube and you were flying it, you could fly it as fast as you want. But this is a thing with torsion forces on it and with different pressure densities.
I would have rather
and
seen
things.
him make himself into a vehicle or like make himself part of the vehicle or something. Like,
Well,
I
who
don't-
knows? You didn't see that. Maybe he did.
No, he didn't.
Maybe he was the
did.
Quinjet.
It was pissed me off. Okay, so let's try to
The bat.
not choke on this.
Bat
Okay,
fly.
so here's my first big laughable plot part of the movie was the dude, the cat burglar he uses to get the parademon to come out. The first one.
Played by a pretty famous person.
Yeah,
I was
trying to see if
like,
can
I
find my
recognize that
name.
guy.
Yeah, I definitely recognize him from a
From
ton of
stuff. Yeah, like.
Don't see him on.
And I was like, is he like a friend of Jack Snyder or something? What the fuck was that about?
Don't see him on here.
If it's by appearance, he was the first person in the movie.
He wasn't. It's not by appearance. But anyway, so the dude was in the movie, and
His appearance made
he's
zero
like,
sense.
well, it's like, what do you do? He's like, "Chad, need fear or something. So he hangs him there, and he gets the thing, and then the guy just exposits. He just like pukes plot out at you.
for no reason.
Yeah, like he's the fucking narrator of the movie. He's like, oh, so, when Superman left, the aliens came. He's like, this guy must be an alien and he wants something because Superman isn't here to protect us. And like,
Yeah, he wants fear.
and so then this guy who's legit stealing things, she just lets him go.
Yeah, he just let that guy go, and I was
It's
like,
like,
what the
I was
fuck,
like, what?
Batman?
I was like, so you just use that guy to get a parademon to come
You're the
out
worst.
who then exploded and you didn't do
Also,
anything.
what was the parademon gonna do? Like, just like steal him and like make him another parademon? That seems like not a good system to get parademons, unless you just have every.
Well, there
is
it is.
it like a
Holt McCallney.
McCallney? Yeah.
McCallney. He just
Click on him, let's see what else he's been in.
uncredited burglar. He's
They'd
in
always
Fight-
be the stuff we
He's
see.
in Fight Club.
Fight Club,
He's
yes.
in Aliens. He was in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, like he's been in a ton of things, and I was like, why is he here?
Why are you here?
Yeah, it's like, why?
And his
on?
part was just fucking puking plot out, and then he's done. I was like, oh, I don't. What
I
just?
don't like this.
It's like, what just happened?
I hate this. I think I hate this.
Yeah. that really. For the mustache thing and then that, it was like a 1-2 punch. Like I thought to fucking walk out.
See, for me, when I saw that part, I was like, okay, this is the tone of the movie. I'm gonna be cool with it. And then they got dark again. I was like, wait, no, why are we doing this? Oh no.
Okay, so then he's like, I got this team I'm going to put together. So he gets a hold of Gal Gadot.
Gal. Just Gal.
Golo.
She's Israeli.
Goro.
Why did you say that name? Just like I can say Alden
Gal.
Eigenwright just fine.
It's like Gal to me.
And you can't say...
You had to look it up, you jerk.
G-A-L. No, I didn't. I just heard her say it before. You
Gail?
said her
No,
name.
I'm saying Eigen right there.
I'm still not sure if that's his name. I'm just saying it.
Arliss.
Arliss is Arliss. Bring Arliss back, guys. HBO, bring Arliss back. Let's just talk about Arliss. Can we do an Arliss cast? I'm down with that. I loved Arliss back.
Your ideas are terrible.
This is great.
So, Gail Gadot.
That's why we should do them, though. Terrible's better than mediocre, right?
It's like somebody will pay attention to this one.
I mean, that's why Justice League was so good.
So Gail Gadot. So she's okay.
Yeah,
She's just playing her part. I said it right.
No, you said Gail again. This is like the
I
Critical
thought you
Hit
said
podcast. Where he's like, oh, it's pronounced Observer. Observer. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Okay, Gal Gadot.
Thanks.
I thought I pronounced it right the first time. That's why I was confused.
No.
Okay, Gal Gadot. She has a fun little action piece.
Fun, sure. Yeah.
It's a fun action piece. It didn't really matter or anything, but it's showing that there's people there's still people saving the world. That's what.
But also, she's like, nobody knows that she's Wonder Woman.
Well, also
really?
another mustache twirling bad guy is like, I'm gonna blow up 4 square blocks. Then she takes his bomb.
That's more comic booky, though. I think.
Then she takes his bomb and throws it about 100 feet in the air, and everything's fine. It says he said 4 square blocks, dude. That's a lot of fucking feet. That's feet. It's feet. And she didn't throw it that far.
Well, and also, is it square blocks? I guess it was square blocks in Paris, so I think she was in Paris, right? So.
They're huge blocks. They're big blocks.
They're pretty long blocks, city blocks.
1 block is longer than 100 feet, and she's and it showed it explode relatively close to the building. It was fine. It's okay.
That was Zack Snyder.
There was even glass breaking above
Zack
them or
Snyder.
something.
You could it was it almost it was like watching a Rift Tracks or something, or MST3K where they're overdubbing what's going on, because it was just Zack Snyder's directed action with the funny parts being done by Joss Whedon. And so it was like he was Joel in there and just hey, look at this, I tripped it on the Flash, and you're like, okay, sure, but what's the tone for me? What really got me, everything felt so empty. Russia was empty. Cities Gotham felt empty.
Yeah,
there was
8 people in Gotham.
Yeah, and this is a very Zack Snyder thing where he focused on the characters.
Vanilla Sky's the whole thing.
Yes, but at the deficit of the entire movie, because you're instead of watching, because you're not watching a comic panel, you're watching something that's moving and living, and instead of getting the moving and living, you're getting, I am a hero, and the other hero is right here, and that's it in this whole city.
There's stuff blowing up. There should have been millions of people dying in this thing with all the stuff that blew up, but nobody.
But they take the time out to save that little Russian family.
Yeah, who cares about that? And this is now getting towards the end, so we're kind of skipping ahead. But with Superman back to life, which we didn't really. We'll get to it in a minute. We'll get to that. But they make Superman they make him think I need to save these 4 fucking people.
And also, anyone can do that on TV.
Yeah, and also you need to stop this fucking thing from blowing up the whole world and turning it into a hellscape.
Yeah.
Those people will either die or not die, but either way, they're gonna die if die if this thing happens.
But you know why it's okay?
100%.
Because if you chop your magical axe into Cyborg, he's just okay.
Yeah, that axe was killing everyone before that.
It's
One hit everyone.
Okay, sorry, can you not do that? Thanks. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Stop.
Bye.
Stop.
Bye.
Let's get to talking about putting this team together.
I wish Cyborg actually had been like that. He's like, bye.
Shut up. Let's talk about putting this team together. Okay, come on. We gotta move
Instead
on.
of booyah, I'd be like, bye.
We can be angry about just that far forever. But my aunt is making defense systems. Fuck you. Okay. So putting the team together. Okay.
Imagine if when Gal Gadot had come by. I said it wrong too.
I didn't say anything. No,
I'm
a better man.
You just see me a dildo hand. No! Stop it! It's my suit.
Okay. So this team getting put together. So we have Batman and we have Wonder Woman. They're okay, we can do this. We know each other, aren't we?
We're buddies.
We're buds.
Because we've hung out once ever.
Yeah, because
you
caught a detective.
The world's greatest detective stealing something.
But he's not even the greatest detective on this team.
No! Not even close!
That'd be Cyborg and then Wonder Woman.
He didn't do anything.
He's the 3rd best detective.
He just found people and that was it.
And brought the weird sweater thing.
And then got a gun that killed 3 dudes.
Oh, and he brought Lois Lane at one point. The big guns. So yeah, let's spray it.
Let's get into that.
An aggressive
Can we finish talking about that right now?
No, we gotta talk about the team first.
God, I hate this whole thing. I'm hating this more. Okay,
I'm lowering my
changing my rating. Even the spoilers going to change the ratings.
Hot bag of garbage.
Ben Affleck, please stop being Batman. I'm just going to say that right now.
Yeah, when I'm fine with that. I'm fine. He's fine.
Like they need to flashpoint his ass out of there somewhere.
No, just have him die.
Yeah, but then you have to replace him with Dick Grayson. I'd rather see him flashpoint and be like, yeah,
No.
Jake Gyllenhaal is now
Jake
the
Gyllenhaal,
young
Dick
Bruce
Grayson.
Wayne.
I like Dick Grayson, Jake Gyllenhaal.
I like
Wayne.
Jake Grayson.
Jake Grayson.
Jason.
Jake Grayson Gyllenhaal. They get married.
But see, the only thing I like that because I actually like Dick Grayson Batman better than Bruce Wayne Batman. Controversial, I don't think people will like that. I think people will get upset.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Who cares?
Who cares?
Like
smash it into the ground, guys. Just demolish it at this point.
No. It doesn't matter what they do at this point. They can't. Are they going to make it worse?
Just make one of
How?
our movies, honestly.
How?
Just stop making other movies.
How?
Imagine if
there was a Green Lantern in this movie, by the way, too.
Yes, that was great actually, and there might have been a Shazam, like a different version. He had like some kind of lightning power. I thought he was really Shazam.
Yeah. I don't know. I saw Lightning Guy. I was like,
I was like,
I skipped past him. I was like, skip.
You didn't skip.
My brain skipped. It's like whatever. I just saw the Green Lantern guy. I'm like, oh, it's the Green Lantern guy. Okay.
They should have had him played by Ryan Reynolds though.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey
or,
guys,
or Kilowog. Either way, I would have taken both of those.
Wasn't either one of those.
Yep, wasn't. Okay, so now they're getting the team together and like, oh yeah, so there's this cyborg like dude who's like smart or something, and
and they had no
we have
clue
no
about
clue where
him.
he is.
Like he's dead. No, they kept saying he's dead. I'm like,
Yeah, but he's dead.
Why are you looking for this guy?
but then he's looking.
Also,
for them.
before he was cyborg, he was just a fucking dude.
He's a football player.
Yeah, he's a football player. Like that's nothing. That's nothing to
Yeah.
your compared to your team.
Like what?
What is going on?
So then, but now he's
Thin
now
plot
he's
points.
omniscient as fuck and can do anything he wants to, and there's no limit to his powers.
His dad is that guy that you see in other things.
The only limit to his powers is that he sometimes has a defense system. I guess. I don't know.
His suit doesn't do what he wants sometimes. Just not.
I guess.
Not opportune times. Really.
Yeah, I guess.
Like it's just like, oh, let's kill that thing real quick. It doesn't do it. Like okay, I guess I gotta do it. Make a little dildo hand. It's another dildo. Oh no.
He's like the worst Inspector Gadget of all.
No, I agree with that. This isn't in the episode.
So they're putting a team together. So they just know about the Flash, the Fast Man Alive, who's running around.
He's on video all the time.
He's on video.
Like, get
like,
the fuck off this video. What are you
He
doing?
has a Snapchat filter named after him or something at this point. His character is like the Andrew Garfield of the DCEU at this point.
He wasn't as bad as Andrew Garfield.
He wasn't, but like his character reminded me of him. Like it was like they were trying too hard to make him like emo or something.
Yes,
or
Ezra Miller
different.
did charm me though. He was charming as opposed to Andrew Garfield.
I agree.
Just
like I said,
piece of shit.
For some reason, he was one of my favorite parts of the movie. I didn't think I'd say that at all.
I know why. That's why we're both wearing Flash shirts,
did
guys.
not think I'd say that.
Yeah.
I have like 10 Superman shirts. I wore a Flash shirt because fuck you, Henry Cavill.
Fuck you, Henry Cavill. Indeed.
Okay, so let's talk about some B characters before we get into this.
So Superman,
the Superman
one of
thing.
the B characters.
Yeah, no, I'm going to talk about Lois Lane. Okay, so she's in this movie.
I feel like Amy Adams owes someone money. Like you think? Who do you think? Like,
First of all, I never really liked her as Lois Lane. I just don't think she looks like Lois Lane.
Do you think Zack Snyder has like some nude pics that he's like, I'll release them if you don't be in this movie? Because I feel like she's just like, I don't want to be here. And
yeah, and so she's kind of phoning in.
Oh, very much, yes.
As a character and as a human, but like they're basically like, oh, she's been depressed for a year, and so she's writing puff pieces or something.
Because they make me happy. Ha! She actually says that at one point in the movie.
Yeah, which is never Lois Lane's character ever in the history of comic books. Like, obviously he's never read a comic book with Lois Lane in it. Because no. Maybe like in the 50s or something. Like, I don't know what he's reading, but his source material is incorrect.
Where Superman's a fat shamer, you mean? Like in the action comics?
But then he take the pink kryptonite and hit on Jimmy Olsen, so
yeah.
There's pink kryptonite, guys, and it makes you gay. That's what it does. First of all, why is this planet being weird? Like, kryptonite, different colors does weird shit to you?
What if Superman was already gay, would it make him straight? Does it just change your like...
I think it just makes you like men. Because back then, everyone was straight, though.
Oh, that's true. No one was gay then.
Yeah, no one was gay.
There was no gay people. Liberace, not.
Yeah, none in the 50s. That's what they're trying to say. But anyway, so I digress. So we have the depressed.
By the way,
Lo-Fi.
Matt, you sounded like if I could get like an Alex Jones track over that last thing you just said. The picture now makes you gay. Hey, look, I'm getting more red.
Yes, except the fact that it's true. It was written in canon that pink kryptonite makes you like men.
But gold kryptonite doesn't like make you like pizzazz or anything like that either. Like
What does gold kryptonite do? It
just murders you, straight up kills you. It actually depowers and kills, or depowers Superman forever. Who touched it?
which he's touched and is not depowered.
Man, it was fine. I got better. I got better.
How dare you?
Well, they had like silver kryptonite. I was like, okay,
There's
that's
black
something that
kryptonite and
makes
there's
you feel good.
purple kryptonite, which rainbow kryptonite. There's like one with little speckles of green in it, but like it's actually blue.
Like a spotted dick, but it's kryptonite.
Yeah. Okay, there's no kryptonite in this movie, luckily.
Thank goodness.
For once.
Thank goodness.
Okay, so then there's Martha Kent, who is... She was so distraught she forgot to pay for her fucking house and foreclosed on it. What?
Because Pa can't lift her high and dry. And I guess maybe Superman was
It's like, oh, I missed a
paying her
couple...
payments.
She said she missed a couple payments. I'm like, why? You still got fucking responsibilities in life.
Matt, she was mourning her son.
Bullshit.
And her husband just died. What a
Bullshit.
jerk. What a jerk.
Pay your fucking
How dare
bills.
you? How dare you?
Pay your bills,
How
bitch.
dare you?
Okay,
How dare you?
let's talk about Superman. Okay, so...
Let's not. Let's just skip
So,
some.
okay, let's
Can
talk
we
about the
skip
mother
it?
boxes. The mother boxes, one is guarded by the Amazons.
Yep.
One's guarded by the Atlanteans, and one humans just dug it, put in a hole and
Yes.
forgot about it.
I thought that was my one of my favorite parts of the movie. Like, humans just didn't give a shit and they just put it in the hole and walked away. We'll
Whatever.
forget it's there. It's cool. Put it in the hole. It's fine. Okay.
Humans-
Back to the Dark
We'll put it
Ages.
in a very shallow hole, and then we'll figure
Also,
it out.
these mother boxes can do magical fucking things, and no one's like, let's just use one.
Magical technological things.
Like, let's build our society up
Like,
a little
at
bit.
least they're like, and humans used it to make like all the technology,
Make all the
advances
glee
for the
blurb
last
they
500
could.
years. They make all the mooga booga they can, and
Nope, they just bury it in a hole and walk away.
which then is found at some point, never explained, by Silas.
No one cares, Matt. There's enough stuff going on.
Silas Stone? Is that
Sure.
Victor's dad's
Sure.
name? I think
Sure.
his name is
Silas.
Silas. I think it's Silas. And
This
then
it's a person's name.
his thing he wants to do with it is just like tinker around with it until it does something. And then he's like, oh, well, maybe I'll bring my son, like, he's half dead.
He was like
back
just
to
a
life.
face. He's not like oh no, he wasn't. He's
Yeah,
actually a
like
whole
Captain
person.
Marvel.
He was a whole person because they showed him like he's like laying there with all his parts, and then like so his dad just kept fucking with him until he was. Well, it's supposedly it was the box that did it, but it's still like, come on, man.
And the box just keeps giving him new powers, I guess, or something. Like,
But also the box is literally just fucking with him because it's just like, oh no, we'll leave that part of your face. That's it.
got a cool laser beam on, though, huh? Huh? Box like, huh? You like that? You like that, huh? So Steppenwolf goes to Amazon, easily beats them. Like,
Yeah, like
pretty
not
easily.
even close. It was like
Well,
let's
they-
keep riding a
They
horse
had their
away.
horses and their bow and arrows. They weren't already not doing too good there.
Like guys, maybe think of a better plan for this.
And then he goes down
Defenses.
to...
Like if we hit these rocks, then he'll be trapped in here behind
okay,
rocks.
here's the thing. Has Aquaman ever been to Atlantis?
Arthur Curry was born was born of the Queen of Atlantis,
True.
and Jake Curry or whatever the fuck's his name
Jake
is.
Curry. Big Jake Curry. They call him. He's an MMA fighter, actually.
Big Boa, that was his name. And
Big Boa.
he
Simple facts.
we have for cosplay. He was raised on Earth, but then they're like, oh, by the way, you're the Prince of Atlantis, so you got to come home because you need to be in.
He went, my man!
Yeah, all right.
It's like, oh, damn! Like,
Hell yeah!
he did a lot of, like, 1 to 2 word emotes, which, for some reason, were entertaining. And maybe
was
it's just
great.
Mo's face.
Fantastic.
I just love watching his
Fantastic.
face. He's just so happy doing it.
Fantastic. Yeah, he had a great.
It's
time.
like watching like when you throw a frisbee and a puppy breaks it back to you and they drop it at your feet.
And also,
like this one,
they were
yeah.
just like, just take your shirt off. Anyone in the movie, like it wasn't even just Jason Momoa. It was because Henry Cavill did a whole fight scene with his shirt off for no reason. Did not need to do that.
That
Like
whole
he was
scene
wearing
really-
clothing before that, and he's like, "I only take this off and fight."
He was angry and
What
ripped
is
his shirt
going
off,
on?
obviously.
He didn't need to rip his shirt off.
Maybe when he went in the goo,
And
he,
then he did
his
the
shirt
goo.
his shirt came off.
Oh, put me in the goo. Thank you. I feel better.
The thing I was really weird about. Okay, we can finally talk about this. Superman gets resurrected. In this
Yeah,
movie.
oh, fully, 100%. Like, very easily. Within
said
5
that-
minutes of the
And
plot.
like, oh, you have to jumpstart this cube for some reason. So Flash is really fast and then touch it right. It has to be right as it touches liquid.
Which they established that he has this lightning thing. Maybe 5 minutes.
Well, I
before this.
feel like this, but he keeps like running over stuff and like lightning is bouncing off stuff.
What's the Speed
I
Force?
feel like,
Speed Force.
but I feel like that would hurt someone. Like I don't know.
Oh, surely. Barely.
Like, there's gonna be
As
a lot of
Bowman said,
casualties.
barely.
There's some casualties. But anyway, so he touches the thing, boom, brings Superman back to life. For some reason, he can't remember shit for like 4
He
minutes.
was dead for like a while.
4 minutes.
Well,
Though.
because he has to see his.
So like he's just angry and punching people.
If I was brought back to life after 4 minutes, I would have to see Jamie, or I would just start punching you in the face. I might just start
Did
punching you
you
in the face. either
not
way.
see Buffy come back from the dead? Shit was crazy.
Exactly. See, Jamie's on the podcast. Drink, guys.
That was like a
You
waterfall.
can't just accept
Keep
that
drinking.
This
he
is
was
gonna be a
alive.
long ass podcast unless we start rounding this
Did
out.
he get pulled
It's
out
tough.
of
It's
heaven?
tough because there's so much crazy.
Well, that's why. Like,
Okay.
I would have given this a lower rating probably, but there was so much just stuff to talk about. I was like, you know what? I just want to give it a higher rating because I liked it for. I was like, I like this because there's so much.
That's
to
why
talk
this felt like it was like 7 hours long though, because there's so much.
But everything was so quick. It almost felt like vignettes. Like they were like, okay, now they're standing.
We're never really
Now they're
connected
standing
to each other.
at a street light in Gotham. There's no one around, and she's gonna go talk to Cyborg. Now Cyborg's there.
Now they're in Russia, in fake Chernobyl.
Yeah, and like the weirdest fake Chernobyl that was like weird and did not feel like any place on Earth. And it wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be
Yeah,
like
why were
the
there
world's
homes?
changing.
Why were
But,
there homes there?
Before
Why?
that, even it was just like a house in the middle of fucking
And
nowhere.
then this is how they established it. Like it's Kurzbakala. There was a nuclear thing there, and now people are starting to resettle.
And
Move
like,
on with the scene.
well,
It's
like the house is like this one room house basically.
it looks like a warehouse.
And they
almost.
showed the establishing shot of the house, and it's just sand around it. There's nothing there. Like, why the fuck are you living in this house? There's
Yeah.
no reason to be here.
How do you eat?
You can't grow crops.
Yeah,
There's
like,
nothing
never.
going on here. I was like, what is this?
You eat like radioactive.
Like, we are put Russian. We need help.
Do you
Like,
eat
what's-
control rods? Like, what the fuck do you eat? Like,
Are you living on the radiation? Are you ghouls?
and
What's
then,
happening?
so Samuel's turned this place into like a hellscape, but it looks pretty much the same.
Like, it didn't change
there's
much.
some cool crystals there.
Like, you could have gone to like Kokomo
Dude,
Beach.
there
and
was like
went,
those
a little
cool like
different.
amethyst crystals that popped up. Like that's cool. Oh, now you got like a little.
Yeah, and then shit grew on
ambiance.
them too at the end too.
What the fuck? Yeah, then like weird like flowers. What the fuck was that
flowers
shit?
and shit. I'm like, yeah,
I'm like, okay, so now they got alien ass flowers. Like, what
yeah,
the
like,
fuck
that's
happened
not
here?
good for you. Those are from Warworld, man. They're from Warworld. This shit's from Warworld. You don't want that. But all this stuff made me gleefully happy. Unlike you, where you're like depressed. I was just like, that is amazing and
But-
stupid,
I don't.
and it makes me
Okay,
so
we're
upset.
up,
And
we gotta
happy.
get close to the end. So here we go. We got the two last credit scenes.
Ugh.
I can't even remember the first one. To be honest with you, what is
No,
the first one?
I don't remember.
Oh no,
either.
no, I don't remember the first one. I can't remember what it is. What was it?
Well, the one was this.
It was a funny one, right? It was funny. It was funny.
They were both kind of funny, right?
No, the other one was just
It
fucking
just-
pathetic and sad. The last one was. What was the
I don't
first?
remember the first scene. I don't remember.
That's how unmemorable this movie is.
I was like, literally like, hey, can I leave now? Can I leave?
Well, I knew this other scene was
I gotta
coming.
leave.
I didn't want it to be there.
Please,
My
please.
heart was already broken. I didn't want to see this already. But
I want to say, also, Mara was in this movie, by the way. Amber Heard was in this movie for 5 seconds.
and she's like, "You
She's a Hollywood
haven't been
actress.
here or something. Now you got to do stuff." And
I'm
he's
a
like,
lady.
like,
all right,
You're like,
My man. I'm a lady. My lady. Okay, bye.
Want to make out? No, I'm good. Okay, bye. Like, jeez, what the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on.
Can you
And she,
calm
like,
down?
She also like kicks like a ton of ass for like a second and a half, and then is just completely bowled over.
Yeah, by the guy who couldn't beat Cyborg with his axe.
Yeah, and I was like, I can control all of the water, and I can't beat this guy. And a dude that like just.
She was doing that Dumbledore ball.
Well, and basically, I think because Cyborg was so boring, he just like hit him. He's like, "Oh, I think he's dead," and then like what left? And I was like, "Okay,
Are you dead? It's like, no, I'm not.
nah, I'm good." Booyah! I said booyah once, so it counts.
Oh, jeez.
Teen Titans.
That's all his interestingness.
The credits.
Fuck you.
Roll credits.
Okay, so at the end, there's a bald guy, and you're like, all this stuff going on. He's like, Luther, get out of there! Like, obviously that's not Luther. It doesn't even look like him at all. It's just a bald guy.
And it's taller. You know what? I wish it would have been Jim
nothing.
Rash. I wish it had been
Nothing.
Jim Rash.
That would be great.
So much. I was like, please, I turn around. I was like, Jim. No, it's not Jim Rash. I was heartbroken.
And he was playing his character from Community.
Hey, I'm the dean. Like, oh,
How did I get in here? I don't know. So it turned out this old guy like,
Which, by the way, is a fucking Joker joke. It's not even a
Yeah.
Lex Luthor joke.
yeah.
It's a Joker. Like, that should have been something.
Well, they
with the
already
Joker.
flamed the Joker so bad he's never come back anyway. But like he is as dead to DCEU as Heath Ledger is. So
No. That's horrible. Why'd you say that?
So anyway, they go to this like luxury yacht and Lex Luthor's sitting there. Ha! I'm here.
You said Lex Luthor, and I like that.
Lex Luthor.
Luthor.
Who cares? I would
You
use
slam-
Lex
you
Luthor.
slam him because
I
of the-
would have put this movie a better rating if it was Lex Luthor.
Please! He's probably like really old and dead now.
Well, then he could have played Deathstroke.
Matt.
he could have played an actual
Bennett.
Deathstroke.
Was it Manu Bennett? Sorry.
It was, yeah. So obviously didn't care about this Deathstroke at all anyway.
Joey Manch.
I love Joe Manganiello, but I didn't really care about this. Like, the introduction was so he's like, hey, well, they want to do their own team. Maybe we should make a league of our own.
Yeah. Hi. Like, no, why? Don't know what. He was critically reviled. Why? Like, is he just the villain to the watcher of the
Also,
movie?
are you going to introduce more shitty villains that no one gives a shit about? Like, who? Oh, I don't care.
Hey, man, he's Deathstroke the Terminator. His powers are being a guy.
Deathstroke, Manu Bennett's Deathstroke is fucking badass.
Yeah,
it's
but he's
amazing.
also facing a dude that shoots arrows. That's a regular guy. He's not facing fucking Superman.
Yeah, well, the whole
Or
point-
the greatest detective.
Yeah,
Or Wonder
no.
Woman.
He fights Batman.
Or the Flash who runs faster than you
he
can
lines
think.
up pretty well against Batman.
Yeah, sure. That's one guy. Okay, got one.
But
Name the other
they're
one.
making a league of their own. Ha!
Did he even say League of Your Own?
He did.
Oh, God.
Yeah, a league of their.
There's
our-
no crying in baseball.
Yeah.
Like Tom Hanks will come out.
Maybe Tom Hanks will be one of the villains. Will Tom Hanks be Brainiac?
Matt, okay, so they're
Will
gonna
Tom
have,
Hanks be Brainiac?
they're gonna have Joker.
The Toy Man.
They're gonna bring up fucking Jared Leto Joker.
They'll probably have Harley Quinn then too.
I'm gonna put this. They're gonna Slipknot as the only last member.
So-
I'm back, guys. Oh, I got killed first.
yeah, and if he gets killed immediately.
And then Batman is literally just gonna pick up a gun and shoot him because
he's like,
shot.
hey,
shoots way too
he's
many
like,
guns.
hey, they put me in Zagoo and brought me back
It's the
too.
goo. Yo, I was in the goo. Warm looking goo face.
I'm lowering my rating on this. Fuck this.
Well, guys, we're gonna go. We love you though. This will be put together maybe someday.
It's like almost an hour long, but you guys deserve this, okay? If you made it to the end
Yeah,
of this,
no, you deserve this. You
You-
deserve
if you
the
made
suffering we've given you. 'Cause we had to suffer through this first. I should have given a
don't
little
watch
too.
this. Just don't watch it.
You're good. If someone gives it to you for free, punch them in the face. Bye now.
It's the worst gift.
I'm Simon Kai.